Hey y'all, it's Leslie with Fat Cat Flossing, back. Better late than never, maybe. I think it's been about 6 weeks, but however long it's been, welcome back to my little corner of crazy. It's been a while. Life's been busy. I've had new kittens. 1 litter for my friend Charlotte that I was babysitting and midwifing arrived. 2nd litter from my kitty Rishi arrived. Unfortunately, Chrissy lost her babies, I guess it'll be 2 weeks ago tonight, and she ended up having to have an emergency spay, and $1,800 later, no live kitten, spayed cat. People wonder why purebred cats cost a lot, but you don't care about that. All of the babies that are here are doing well. Unfortunately, Chrissy's were 10 days early, and they did not survive due to extreme prematurity. But that was a sad day. But Chrissy's going to be okay, which was touch and go there for a while, but she's okay, and I'm very grateful for that. The other babies have left, gone to their new homes. Everybody's happy with their kittens, I think. I've got 1 left here whose mom was on a multi-week cruise in the Mediterranean, so I am boarding him until the end of this month, and then she'll drive up from the Dallas-Fort Worth area to get him, or no, from the Austin area to get him. I don't think I said today is Monday, October 16th, 2023. I'm confused as usual. Sorry about the ring light. I don't know how to make that better. So, reflection on my glasses. But you don't want to see me, you want to see the cross stitch. Not a whole lot else going on, I don't think. Oh, my in-laws have sold their house and are moving. You know, we moved here 7 years ago to be near them and help them out. But Dad is 81. He's gotten to the age they're moving in to a guest house with my brother-in-law and sister-in-law in Tyler, Texas. So anyway, but they're doing okay. It's being interesting getting them packed up and moved. They'll be all right. And it's a good thing for them, so I'm happy for them. What else? Hubby hasn't been feeling real well. Can't get in to see the gastroenterologist until mid-November. Our health system sucks, but you know, there are worse places we could live where there would be no health care at all. So he'll get in eventually. But y'all say a prayer that he gets to feeling better. Okay. This is my 2nd time doing that because the Wild Kingdom broke into song, or growling, as the case may be. Both my boys have a girlfriend in with them. And so hopefully we won't hear any more of that since I yelled at them and squirted them with water to hush them up. So cross your fingers. Let's talk about cross stitch. The last weekend, I think of August, I went to Tulsa to meet a lady who came in to get one of my cats. And of course, when one is in Tulsa, one goes to the Silver Needle. This is a Plum Street pattern that I had not seen previously, called Love Thy Neighbor, and I thought it was very, very cute, and I love the message. So, and I do not know if you can still find this or not. I happened to find it at Silver Needle, but whether it's still readily available, I'm sorry, I just don't know. But I brought that home and felt the need to start that immediately, and so I did. And this is stitched 1/2 on 40 count oyster mushroom from Fox and Rabbit, I believe. And I brightened it up a little bit. These are just miscellaneous silks from my stash of silks. I've been collecting silks for many, many years, so I have quite a few. And these are just miscellaneous silks I pulled from my Boxo silks to stitch that with. I'm super happy with how it came out. I think it's really pretty. Like I said, I love the message, and I have not had time lately to do any finishing. I really have the itch to get some finishing done. I don't know if that's going to end up as a flat fold or framed or what, but hopefully I will get that finished sooner rather than later. One can hope, right? And eventually that chart will be a giveaway, but not today. I got most of this stuff ironed, but I found, when I pulled that other one out of the bag, I found this one in the bag too. Oops, so this one's not ironed, sorry. This is yellow polka dot Bikweenie from Plum Street Samplers. This is going to be a Christmas gift for my sister-in-law, Tammy. Oh, somebody had asked that I show the back of my work. So there's the first one. Not the neatest you'll see, not the worst you'll see. I try not to carry threads over more than like 4 spaces. And I mostly start and stop with a pin stitch. So anyway, that was the back of that one. Here is Yellow Polka Dot Bikweenie from Plum Street. This is 40 count mocha. It is not a hand dye, it's just a Zweigart mocha, I believe. I think. I could be wrong on that. This may be, I don't know. I don't remember. It's something called mocha. It's on a Zweigart base. And it's miscellaneous cotton flosses, mostly color and cotton from my stash. And I just looked at the picture and pulled stuff. Because that's what I do. Because I have a metric crap ton of floss. And I think it's really cute. I will probably finish this as a flat fold for my sister-in-law. There are multiple, sorry, I bumped y'all. Multiple errors in this. For instance, the base of the fire hydrant is taller than it is supposed to be because I put one dog, I misplaced something and I had to compensate. So that's what I did. But it's done, and I think it's okay, and Tammy will never know the difference. She doesn't stitch. So, anyway, that's that one. Yellow Polka Dot Bikweenie from Plum Street. Okay. I have so much crap, y'all. I had another SAF. This is... this pattern is called Anjou Pears from Annie B's Folk Art, and I did the Swirly pair. This was on a scrap of 40 count linen. I do not know what the linen is. It was just a piece cut off of something else that I had left in my stash. Again, many errors. This swirl on this side is not supposed to be sticking out anywhere near that far, but I didn't feel like ripping it out, so I didn't. What is it Jean Lee says? Always forward, never back. I stitched this with, somewhere in this bag. This is a Carrie's Creation silk. They are no longer made. This one is called Garnet. And it is 1/2, again, on a 40 count mystery linen. Just a scrap of something I had in my stash. But I think it's pretty. And one of these days, I'm going to figure out how to stitch to finish a dimensional pear. I have another one stitched. This is from her Blue Work Pears. And this is 40 count Verdal, which is a cotton blend, I think. It's not actually linen. Here's the Blue Work Pears. And this is this one here. And she also has a pattern called Red Work Pears, which I have not stitched yet, but I will probably be doing the one with the birds here before too long. I would like to do several of these. I like them a lot. So, anyway, there's my pears. So much stuff. Okay. I tried, my whips are all stored in 3 of those pop-up cube basket things. And the baskets were getting so full, I couldn't stuff another project bag in them if my life depended on it. So I pulled out and tried to finish, things, or tried to work on things that were, sorry, I got lots of cat hair on this, on things that were relatively close to a finish. Annie Beez on her last FlossTube asked for people to be model stitchers, and I really wanted to submit my name, except they would have anything I did would have way too much specialty fiber stitched into it, so I had to pass, darn it. But I, back to the cross stitch. This is the Robin Sampler from Heart in Hand. And I had, I think, the Robin, probably about a third of the alphabet done. The little flower that he's sitting on is wool, a wool applique flower. And this is also just miscellaneous. I think I might have used maybe half of the call for on this, and the other, if I didn't have it, I just pulled from stash. And I don't remember now. I believe this is a 40 count linen, but I do not remember what it is. But there is the Robin sampler from Heart and Hand. I think that is super cute. Super, super cute. And I did one thing. I think the call for fabric was, I don't remember if it was 28 or 32, but it was not a 40 count. And so this was a beautifully, you know, it came with the wool. Well, it came with the wool size to go on 28 or 32, which meant that on mine, it was going to cover up way more than what it was supposed to. So I had to take my little wool scissors and trim that down, and it is no longer perfectly round, but it's on there. I don't care. I think it's very cute, and that's what matters, right? So, as Annie, the proper stitcher, always says, done is better than perfect, or finished is better than perfect. She's right. Can't argue with that. And then I worked on, I'm sorry, y'all, cat hair in my mouth. Color me shocked, right? This is a pattern. This is the Bittersweet Season from Heartstrings. Very, very cute. Niecy Lynn sent this to me. We're going to do kind of a, I don't know if you'd call it a round robin, but anyway, the pattern's going to get passed along. So I am done with that, and that needs to be sent off to the next person on her list. I also started this on a 40 count rather than the 28 or 32 or whatever it called for. And I am almost done. In fact, I thought I was done, and then I realized that these little blanks up here are supposed to have beads in them. And I have the beads, but the beads don't fit on this 40 count fabric. So, poop. So, I hate Kreinik with a bloody purple passion, and I used Petite Treasure Braid instead. I'm just going to fill in these spots up here with more of that gold Petite Treasure Braid. Lord, my mouth has quit working, y'all. Whatever will I do? So I'm going to just go with that. Other than changing out the Kreinik for Petite Treasure Braid, this is stitched with the called fors. So that's got to go back into my whip stack because I need to finish those few little things there. And I was going to show you if I could. Also, it has a base down here. I'm not doing that. I just didn't like it. It probably balances it out because it echoes the black and the cat, but I like it better without it, so I'm not going to stitch that part. Plus, I was ready to be done, let's be honest. So, anyway, I need to put some little sparkles in those places where the beads are supposed to go, and then this will be done. Probably won't be finished for this Halloween, but, you know, I've got a year till next Halloween, so hope springs eternal. So that's got to go back out to be worked on some more. Let's add that to a different stack. So many stacks, so little time. I'm going to get a drink, but let me show y'all. I don't know if you've heard of Circle. It's flavoring. Just add it to your water bottle. It's awesome. You can get an actual bottle by Circle that this top fits on. It also fits a Bubba bottle, which I like because it's larger. And somewhere in this is a pattern that I need to show y'all. So y'all bear with me for 1 second while I try to find that, because God knows what I've done with it. Organized, I am not. Okay, well, fiddle fart. Fiddly, fiddly, fiddly. I've got so much stuff here, I don't even know what it is. This is the Black Cat Inn from Carolyn Stitches, and I have the pattern printed out somewhere, but I don't know what I've done with it. But I will link to her. She is on Etsy. She has many, many very cute patterns. I happened to be flipping through Instagram and saw this, and it just spoke to me. I felt the need to purchase it and stitch it, so I did. And this is a 32 count mystery linen. It's probably 20 years old or more. It's probably closer to 30 years, if we're honest. It may be lilac or lavender gray, or pardon me, something like that. But this is 1/2 with miscellaneous silks from my stash. And I did change up the color slightly because of the color of my linen. Hers was stitched on a brown, but I think the idea of it comes across pretty well. Anyway, I think that's really cute. And again, won't be finished for this Halloween, but it's really cute. I think I forgot to show you the backs of some of the others, but since somebody asked, there's the back of this one. Let's see. I do occasionally carry, but I try not to carry very often. The Black Cat Inn from Carolyn Stitches on, sorry, cat hair. Carolyn Stitches is on Etsy and on Instagram, and I will link her in the show notes when I get them done. Okay, moving right along. I think that was all of my finishes. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finishes. Not too bad. Which I think cleared 3 project bags out of my baskets, because I've got more baskets or more projects, you know, than I have bags. So some of them were sharing space. This is what I've been stitching on most recently. And it is almost finished, but not quite. This is Hickety Pickety from Brenda Gervais. I started this, I think, 3 years ago. But I could be wrong because, you know, I've slept since then, and we all know how that goes. This is stitched 1/2 on, I wonder what that was. It hit the floor. This is 36 count Picture This Blessed Heartland. And it is all 1/2. Miscellaneous cotton flosses from Stash. Mostly color and cotton, I think. I had stitched the little chickens, which they will be chickens. They need their beaks and combs and feet. But I had stitched them 1/2 with regular white floss, and they just did not show up on this. Oh, good Lord, y'all. Didn't show up on this. So I took that out, and that is a white sulky for the chickens, and it is heavy enough to show up. I didn't love stitching with it because I don't like the feeling of something pulling through the linen real tightly. That's when you, but if they don't show up, then what are you gonna do? So this, I hope to finish this maybe tonight. We'll see. We'll see, but, you know, again, hope springs eternal. But I'm almost done with that one. And again, that is Hickety Pickety from Brenda Gervais. Organized, I'm not. Okay, I think I stitched on this next one for maybe only one night, maybe 2. It was Sampler September, and I was really trying to get into the Sampler September mode, and I really did not do a good job with that. And I don't know that really this is a sampler. It doesn't have an alphabet on it, so probably not. But this is the Moon or Night Walk Down from the Blue Flower. And this is based on a quote. And the whole quote is like Night Walk Down the Sky with the Moon in her hand, which I thought was really pretty. I no longer remember right now who that quote is by. If I can find it, I will look it up, or I will put it in the notes below. This is, I don't remember if this is a 36 or a 40 count, but this is Antique Violet from Anjou Designs. And there's what I have done, and what I added was the owl. I think, like I said, I think I added these doodads up here, like the butterfly and this star, and then I did the owl. And then because I have no stick-to-itiveness, I lost interest and moved along to something else. Who knows why? And this is also stitched with miscellaneous silks from Stash. I had this grandiose plan at the beginning of the year that I was going to do a week on my bigger projects. I did that for a couple of them, and then that was the end of that. So eventually I'll get them all done, right? Sooner or later. Okay. This is my problem child. And I was making such good progress on this. I might have just stitched right through until I got done with this, but I ran into a problem. This is Wisdom from Teresa Kogut. And I am stitching this as a Sal, hashtag Stitchy Wisdom Sal, with Jane and Julie from Running with Scissors, Stitching with Jane and Julie. And I was going along really gangbusters on it. I was doing great. I mean, I made really good progress. I got all of this done and all of this done. And I was holding this in my hand and stitching right over here, and looked down and went, holy crap, there's a hole in my linen. Yeah. 1/2 40 count golden hour. This is a hand dye by Michelle Rudy of Farm Girl Loves Goats. And I think it's Farm Girl Dry Goods is now her Instagram handle. But she is my only Patreon. And every quarter she sends out a fat quarter of linen to her patrons. So, but anyway, I found that hole and I lost steam rapidly. So what I have done is there were, I think, 5 or 6 vertical threads cut and 1 horizontal thread cut. And while I might have been able to weave in the vertical threads because it's in an area, it is right there. It's in an area where, like, the outer border is going to end just right inside that. Would have been better if the border was actually over it. But I might have been able to pull off from the edge and weave in the vertical threads. But that horizontal thread has got all kinds of stuff stitched over it over here. So I can't pull out that horizontal thread and weave in another one without effing up all of this. So this is just some iron-on, lightweight iron-on interfacing that I have ironed on. Who knew? And I may have to, I don't know how it'll work. Well, this is why I haven't gotten back to this. I just lost steam. I wonder if I'm going to have to, okay, let me back up. These words right here are going to end just inside where that patch is, where the hole is. So what I think I'm going to do is add some type of border, and I'll have to go all the way around to make it look right. But maybe add this similar border down here, or maybe I'll take a page out of one of Blackbird Designs books and do, you know how they do different borders on several sides sometimes. Anyway, I'm going to bring the stitching out far enough that I can stitch over where that care is, because my concern is that when I stress this, when I pull on it, and I'm not going to pull on it right now because I'm scared, when I really pull aggressively on this to stretch it for framing, that I will disrupt where my little patch is with the interfacing. So basically I'm scared to mess with it is what it boils down to. And I don't know if stitching through that interfacing, I will have to use a sharp needle to pierce it. Because, you know, cross stitch needles are dull. They're tapestry needles. They don't have a sharp point on them. So we'll see is what it boils down to. But y'all wish me luck with that, because I'm going to have to figure out something to do with it. And I just don't know what. There's, again, miscellaneous silks from my stash. But I was loving it. Love the colors in it. And I have changed the colors quite a bit. Like the urn in Teresa's version is not purple and pink. And I pinked up the flowers quite a bit. I just made it more Leslie. I like bright, springy colors. So that's what I did. And then the last thing I have worked on, what is affectionately known as the Project from Hell, Seedy Pumpkin Cottage. And I shouldn't say Project from Hell because I still think it's really cute. Seedy Pumpkin Cottage from Praiseworthy Stitches. I think this is year 6. Oh well. I guess I should pick it up before Tucker gets it, so excuse me. And I got really lucky there. I said his name and didn't come over here. Anyway, I started this maybe 5 years ago, but I think this is probably the 6th year I've stitched on it. I've now decided it's probably, I used to say it was my 5-year project, but I think that was overly optimistic. So here is Seedy Pumpkin Cottage. And what I have added is, wrong side, over here. I added the carriage down there and the little people in it and under it and that dog. And then I came over here and did this tree up above this roof here. And then I started this other tree over here. I don't like stitching things like those trees because to me, there is no logic to them. And I don't enjoy that. I don't know what to call it. Anyway, it's not like stitching a specific shape. You know, they're all just wiggledy-piggledy all over the place. And I don't enjoy stitching things like that. So I got this far on this tree and just went, no, I'm done for a while. So I'm probably going to pull it back out and try to finish the tree. And then when I finish that tree, all I will have, aren't I funny, is that big old moon, a lot of stitches in that moon. Lots of little doodads in the tree. Over here, there is another gate, another carriage, or no, wrong side. Over here, more fencing, ghosts, pumpkins, spider web. I don't know if I'm going to put the words on it or not. I haven't decided on that yet. I'm probably going to leave those words off, but also there are a lot more little people here, and there are 11 billion color changes in all those little people. So my goal is before the end of October, and we'll see how this goes, is to finish the tree. If I finish that tree, I think I can put it away and feel not great about it, because feeling great about it would be that I was done, but feel that I made an effort anyway. But there it is, and it's so cute, and my hubby really likes it. He's a big Halloween lover. I can take or leave Halloween. But, and you know, the majority of the stitches are done. There's a crap ton of stitches in that house. So the majority of the actual stitches are done, but all of the color changes and all the little bitty pieces parts just does not go real fast. And like I said, I don't enjoy stitching things like those trees. So anyway, there we are. That's what I've stitched for the last 6 weeks. It was actually more than what I thought it was when I got it out, because I really felt like I've made great progress. It's all that thing's fault. I don't feel like I got enough done on that. But anyway, that's all my stitching. But I do have some happy mail and haul, and then I have some giveaways for y'all. So let's see if I can get to it without knocking everything down. I am going to move the camera. Whoops. I don't know if I told y'all, I strained my shoulder and I really thought it was retorn and I was going to have surgery again. And I was very, very unhappy about that. So I am not going to try to pick this up because it's heavy. So I'm just going to move the camera a little bit. See that? That's a serger, y'all. Now I have to find a permanent, oh Lord, now. What am I going to do with this thing? Okay, I have to find a permanent home for it because probably the corner of my desk is not the best of all possible places for it. But my mother-in-law has another nicer, newer serger. And since she is downsizing to move into this guest house at my brother-in-law's, she's not taking it. So she gave it to me. Yay me, I now have a serger. And I've downloaded the instruction manual for it. Still have to figure out how to thread it even. Can't even figure that out. But I've downloaded the instruction manual and I am hoping there are some YouTube videos out there for it. It is a baby lock protege. So if any of you have a baby lock protege serger and you have words of wisdom for me, feel free to contribute because I'll take all the help I can get. I have never had a serger before, so this would be totally new for me. And then I got the sweetest little note, happy mail from Danette Rowe. And she was so sweet, y'all. She sent me stamps to help with mail outs. So thank you very much, Danette. I really appreciate that. That'll come in handy. Thank you. And then I found it. Oh, anyway, I'll talk about that when I find it again. Never mind. Ignore that. And then, y'all, look at this. This is from my friend Jan. And I have known Jan for the better part of 20 years because she got a cat from me, I think the second year I was breeding, I think. I can't hold up the whole thing. But look at it. It's a kitty quilt. Isn't that precious? I'm just in love. Love it so much. Thank you so much, Jan. She doesn't cross stitch. She doesn't watch my FlossTubes. But I wish that she would know how grateful I am for this. I'm just in love with this. She, I think she's on her 5th cat from me, I think. It could be 6, but I think she just picked up her 5th kitten. She got a cat from me last year and decided he needed a little buddy, so she got another kitten this year. And then she's got one older boy, and then she's had a couple others that have passed on. But look at that quilt, y'all. I opened the box. It just showed up out of the blue, and I was just verklempt. I love it, Jan. Thank you. So anyway, was my big old happy. Now all the other stuff. I really need to get back to sewing some. I need to make some project bags to sell. This is the first of my haul. This is a magnetic seam guide. It sticks to that metal plate on your sewing machine, and then you can adjust to keep your stitches, your seams straight. So I have to figure out how to use it yet, but that's coming. And then horse feathers. Lisa Smith, Kindred Stitcher, had a de-stash sale, and this was one of the things that she de-stashed. Isn't that pretty, y'all, with that bee scap? You know I love me some bee stuff. And the bunnies and just the really pretty pink flowers. I think I am going to do this, but I think when I do it, I'm probably going to leave off this top and shrink it a little bit vertically. But it's just so pretty. Oh, I should tell you the name. God's Lovely Garden from the Design Connection ink. And it says, the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork, which I just thought was beautiful. Anyway, thank you, Lisa, for destashing that so I could have it. Okay, and then, you know, I mentioned that I went to the Silver Needle in Tulsa, and I did come home with some goodies. This is a Mill Hill. This one is called Paisley Pumpkin. Now, I hate stitching on perforated paper, but they have tons and tons and tons of Mill Hills there that they have finished as little pillows, and that's what I will do with this, is I will finish it as a pillow. Super, super cute. And I don't know that I'm going to do all of the stitching of the plaid. I'm probably just going to do the pumpkin. I thought it was very cute. So I picked that up. And then I found another Plum Street that I loved. This one is called A Colonial Garden. And 2011. So this is also an older Plum Street. So I do not know if this is still available or not. They also had a model of this there, and it was really, really pretty. And I also got some 40 count Night Sky. I don't know who. It feels like a picture of this plus linen, but I don't really know who the dyer is on that. It's labeled Night Sky. If you know who does Night Sky, let me know. Yeah, doesn't say that. Just says that half. If you work at a needlework store, y'all put the dyer on the linen on the things. And then y'all know I am a lunatic when it comes to shepherd's bush. Hi, Jane. And I did not have this one. This is the Queen Bee sampler. Isn't she precious? So that needed to come home with me. And then this is a download from Quaint Rose Needle Arts. This is Mary Amelia's bird. Lots of people have done this. I think it's beautiful. I'll tell you right now, the breast of that bird with all that swirly stuff in there is going to make me nuts. But I may just have to be nuts because it's so pretty. So that was a download from her Etsy shop. And then I've really been on a Plum Street kick, y'all. I forget who posted this. This is Paradise Lost from Plum Street. And copyright on this one is a mystery. I don't know when the copyright on this one is, but it is quite a bit older. It is not a new release. But I really liked it, and I think that's going to need to happen sooner rather than later. And I have looked at, so many people have done this, and I have looked at it so many times, and I finally looked at it one more time and couldn't resist. This is the sampler stocking from Carriage House. Super pretty. And I ordered those from an Etsy store. I don't remember which one. Like I said, it's been a while. If I figure it out, I will put it in the drop down. And then, last but not least, this is, oh shoot. This is the Storybook Cottage Pincushion from Handmade Heartfelt. And it came with the Just Another Button Company pins. and a couple of, well, several buttons, 2 larger buttons and then some smaller ones. But it's not that precious. I love it. And I've been wanting to do some more wool applique. And I have never constructed something out of wool felt, so we'll see how that goes. So that's all my haul, which really is not a crazy amount for being 6 weeks. It does seem like I got some petite treasure braid from the Shepherd's Needle to finish up the that pumpkin bittersweet season, but it's already been used. So okay, I have several giveaways from older videos, and I have commented on the comment of all these people. I think only one of them has gotten back in touch with me, so I'm going to mention names today. If I don't hear from them within a couple of weeks, I will move on and we'll give these away again. This is When Flowers Blossom from Brenda Gervais. And the name, and I use the random comment picker to get these names, is Diane Perkins 7229. Diane, if you want this, please comment. My email is lesliedhurley@gmail.com. And I'm sorry, don't comment. Send me an email. In the email, in the title of the subject line of the email, please put FlossTube, because my spam filter is quite aggressive and sends a lot of stuff to my spam filter, and when I just don't have time to go through one email at a time. But I will search my spam folder for the term FlossTube, and if you do that, then I can find your name, your email, and I need your mailing address. So this is another Plum, or these are other Plum Streets. The winner for these are the 5 animal stacks, and they are Snort Stack, Cow Pile, Henpeck, Goat Load, and Sheep Heap. And the name I drew for these is Lisa Richter 1806. So Lisa Richter, if you want these, again, please email me, lesliedhurley@gmail.com, FlossTube in the subject line, and send me your mailing address so I can send those to you. This is this was one that Paige Geiger sent to me to give away, and this is Blessings Be Thine from Blackbird Designs, and the name that came up for this one was Paige So Createful. So Paige, please email me and send me your mailing address. Hildy Perry, and Hildy is the only person that I am aware of that has sent me her mailing address. Hildy won the Citra Die pincushion, so that'll go out to her. This is Tired Trio from Plum Street, and the name for this one was Karen Monick. Karen, please email me, and I will send that to you. And then, last but not least, Strawberry Harvest from Stitches Through the Years. This was a PDF. I contacted, crap, I've forgotten her name now, Lana, with Stitches Through the Years, and asked her, because I had bought this twice, if I could give away one copy of that. So I'm stitching it. Hopefully I'll finish it and you'll see it next time. But this I have printed from the other PDF, because again, I bought it twice, liked it so much. So Stacy O'Leary, Stacy, please contact me and I will send this out to you. And then our other giveaways for today are going to be stuff that I have tried to give away previously, and if you contacted me, I don't know what happened to it. So we're going to try it again. This is, it's called the Kitchen Mates pot holder from Charles Craft. I think it probably originally came with an actual pot holder. It's flashing the chart there, but all I have is the chart. So if you want this, comment with the word berry, B-E-R-R-Y. This is Sweet Nothings from JBW Designs. If you want this, comment with the word nothing, and I will search for that. This is Garden Fair from Annie B's Folk Art. If you would be interested in receiving this one, comment with the word garden, Garden. On all of these, you need to be over 18, so it's legit for me to send me your address. Don't say win or giveaway or prize or any of the keywords, and comment with the phrase or word that I give you. This is Sing a Song of Seasons from Blackbird Designs. It is a Loose Feathers number 5. I think this is probably out of print. Not sure, but probably. If you want to win if you want to win this one, use the word season, S-E-A-S-O-N. This is a Humble Heart from Shepherd's Bush. This was a kit. I have finished it. I have used the guts of the kit. So all you will be receiving is the pattern. If you would like to get this one or have a chance to win this one, please use the word heart, H-E-A-R-T. This is a kit that's or a chart only, sorry, that somebody sent me. I'm sorry, I no longer remember who sent it to me. But if you would like to win or have a chance to win this one, comment with the word birds, B-I-R-D-S. And then this is Here I Am from Sam Sarah. I'm sure this is out of print. It's a little baby announcement sampler kind of thing. If you would like to have a chance to win this one, please use the word baby, B-A-B-Y. And then lastly, I'm pretty certain this one is out of print. This is Honeybee Hill from Blackbird Designs. And if you would like to have a chance to win this one, comment with the word honeybee. All one word, H-O-N-E-Y-B-E-E. On all of these. Now, hopefully I'll be back in a couple weeks. Realistically, expect a month. You know me. I'm not dependable when it comes to that. Sad but true, that's the way it is. But I use the YouTube random comment picker. I will search for the phrase or word that I give you. Again, be over 18. Don't use any of the no words. And realize that you'll have to, I'll comment on your comment. You will have to contact me via email to claim your prize. I think that's all. I got in under an hour. Wow. I was just buzzing right along, wasn't I? Anyway, I hope I see you guys soon. I've got so much to do. I have been really bad on lots of chores. The laundry is literally stacked up to the ceiling. So I'm off to visit the washer and dryer. Woohoo! And the closet where I throw things when I pull them out of the dryer. Don't get to fold them right away. Literally up to the ceiling. I'll be folding clothes. Yuck. I hope that y'all have a happy Halloween. I hope you enjoy your stitching. I hope God blesses you richly. I will be back as soon as I can, whenever that is. And if you won one of the goodies, please get in touch. So, see y'all soon. God bless y'all. Bye-bye.